welcome back, and if you're new here, my name's Tiffany. Today I'm going to be showing you 50 things to do if you're bored in quarantine, so let's get right into the video. So the first thing is arts and crafts. You can get anything from hobby craft or crafty arts or the works. So what I've chosen to do is get a mug painting set. This I found really nice. It was a little bit of a fail because the paints were rock hard when they came out, so I think the set was quite old that I got, but I was still able to make it work. So I'm just doing like a sort of rose sort of pattern. It didn't look as smooth as I wanted it to, obviously because the paints are really hard, but it still was fun to do. And then once you leave your design to set for 24 hours, you bake it for 25 minutes and then it's good to go. And I think it'd make a really cute gift for someone as well. One thing I noticed when I was at home was that I was getting a lot of posts from different companies I didn't know I was still getting letters from. So I've sorted out my documents and now I've gone paperless with a lot of the companies. So if you can, log into your accounts and go paperless, and it helps the environment as well. One thing I noticed when clearing out my documents is that I'm quite sentimental, so I had a lot of keepsakes from different holidays and stuff. So another thing you can do is create a scrapbook where you can put all the memories together and keep them organised. So number 4 is DIY fashion. So I like to make different outfits out of things I've already got. So this is an old pair of jeans that I took and I've cut along the bottom to turn them into shorts. I'm just rolling over the edges to create a different look on the bottom, so I can either have them rolled up or frayed. Then I'll iron them down just to keep them in place. And I've also used the scissors to just cut some holes in them as well to give them the ripped effect too. Another thing you can do is tie-dye your clothes. I got this set for only £10 on Amazon and I had so much fun doing this. And this is something you can spend the whole day doing. Something else you can do is learn something new. Because we have a lot of extra time, this is the best time to do a tutorial or learn a new skill or something you've been meaning to learn but haven't had the time to do. For me, I use Linda and I'm brushing up on my animation skills and doing some tutorials on the Adobe softwares they have on there. Another thing you can do is plant seeds. In our house we're trying to grow some herbs, but you can also try growing some flowers as well. You can also start a bullet journal. This is a nice way to keep track of some memories and track some habits as well. And if you're not into bullet journals, you can always use a diary. I use this to keep organised and plan my days, as I think it's really important to try and have some structure during this time we're in as well. You can also try baking. I'm sure everyone's tried to bake banana bread at least once during this quarantine. You can go for a walk. It's a really nice way to clear your mind and get a little bit of exercise, and of course following the government's guidelines. Another way to pass the time is doodling or drawing. This is a cute book from Doodles by Sarah as well, which gives it step by step to make it easier for you. Another thing I like to do to pass the time is painting in watercolours. This is another easy way to paint if you're not that used to painting, and again I have a book that gives me like step-by-step guides as well. There's also adult colouring books. This one I got off Amazon. This is another nice way to pass the time, and it's really quite relaxing and soothing to fill these in as well. And if you have an iPad, you can also try digital drawing. There's lots of cool apps like Adobe Fresco or Procreate to create all sorts of nice artwork. Another thing you can do is go through your wardrobe and sort out through your old clothes. I know right now we can't donate things at the charity shop, but I'm still storing some things away so that when things do open again I can give those to charity. You can also sell your old things on Depop or eBay and make some money off of things that you're not using anymore. You can also make a 21 Buttons account where you can make money from things that you already own. You can repaint a room and redecorate, or if you don't want to go too extreme, you can just add some decor and like some fairy lights to just brighten up the space. You can do a face mask to relax or even start a whole skincare routine. It's also good to take vitamins and supplements as well, especially since we're not going outside. You can support a small business. At the moment I'm enjoying Aura, and you can shop their candles on Etsy. You can also shop local, so if you live in the East London or Havering area, you can shop with JAL Foods boxes for fruit and veg deliveries. You can listen to a podcast. I listen to Place podcast at the moment. I'm really enjoying that and the discussions that they have on there. Another thing you can do is clear out your desktop. If you're anything like me, when you end up doing a lot of projects at the same time, it tends to get a little clogged, so it's always nice to give that a clear out. You could start a YouTube channel. Now I know this isn't for everyone, but if it is something you've been thinking about doing, this is an amazing time to start it because we have so much extra free time and so many more people are watching videos as well because of this. And if you haven't already, then please subscribe to my channel. I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers at the moment. It's so exciting and I hope you can join me along the way. Another thing you can do is make a dreams mood board. You can either do one for achievements you want to do throughout the year, or just a general one here like I've done of things I just want to achieve in general in the future. And this is inspired by Amber Scholl. She's always got nice ones on her channel each year. I don't know if I'm the only one, but something I love to do when I'm bored is house hunting. So I use either the Rightmove app or Zoopla and look at £1 million houses all over London and just daydream and plan for the future for places that I'd love to live in. Another thing I like to do is create Pinterest boards. You can have all sorts of things for inspiration, from art to fashion to cooking, anything. There's all sorts of things you can make boards for on Pinterest. You can also try and learn to cook something new. Because we've been eating every single meal of the day in the house, we've been enjoying new recipes and trying HelloFresh as well. You can do your own gel nails. I got this colour set from Amazon and I got them for £20 each. I've literally got every colour of the rainbow, and it's nice to be able to change your nail colour whenever you feel like it, especially since the nail salons aren't open right now. You can do a movie marathon. This month I've been enjoying watching all the Marvel films from the beginning. And if you're sentimental like me, you may have some of your old phones, so it's always nice to look through those, look at old pictures and go through the old memories. Something else I've enjoyed is playing with old game consoles that I used to enjoy so much when I was younger and haven't had the time to play as I grew older, so digging out old game consoles is something I've really enjoyed doing. You can also start reading a new book. I always find reading is a good way to pass the time. So because we're not going outside, I've been able to do deep conditioning masks and leave them on for hours and hours, so my hair is really healthy. Something else you can do if you're feeling down is make a gratitude list. It's a great way to reflect and remember that you have things to be thankful for if you're feeling down. Cleaning is another great way to pass the time and be productive as well, and this is a great time to get some extra deep cleaning done as well that you might have not had time to do before. You can start a business. Again, this is one of those things that may not be for everyone, but if it is something you have been thinking of, why not start it now? You can also check out my business. I do personalised baby frames and much more on my website. You can also make a bucket list of things you want to experience or do in your life. You can make a new playlist, and what I've been doing with one of my friends is exchanging playlists with each other as well. You can learn a new instrument. I've been practicing my ukulele for the first time in years, and there's so many tutorials which are helpful on YouTube as well. Another new craft I've been wanting to perfect is sewing, which is something I haven't tried in years, so I'm using this time to learn new skills again. Another thing you can do is make jewellery. This is something that can keep you entertained for hours. If you get loads of different kinds of beads, and you can get clasps and string and all sorts to make necklaces or bracelets or rings. There's so many different things you can make and so many different styles you can create. Another thing you can do is learn a language. There's so many helpful tools like Duolingo or Rosetta Stone where you can learn languages online. You can also try a home workout. There's so many different ones available on YouTube as well. To be a bit of a hoarder when it comes to taking pictures, so one thing I do whenever I have some spare time is clear through my camera roll. So I started off with over 20,000 this month, so I'm slowly making progress. And the last thing you can do, number 50, is check in on your friends. You can either send them a care package or just a phone call just to check in on them and let them know you're thinking about them. And that is 50 things to do when you're bored. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.